pediatric nurse practitioner, and I'd like to welcome her to talk with all of you.
Good morning. It is a great honor and privilege, and I might get a little teary-eyed because I'm very proud of you guys. To stand before you on this very special day. Welcome to your family, to your friends, and to you, the graduates. I'm going to ask that you humor me for just a few minutes because I want to take you on a mental journey of your past several months. So I'm going to ask you to close your eyes for just a minute, okay? I may make you use your minds. I might even ask you to think critically. Okay, so here we go. I want you to imagine yourself at the base of a very large mountain. There are rocks, there are heights that are seemingly insurmountable, there's stormy weather, there's very, very early mornings, long days, strange people, unexpected detours, and very heavy backpacks. It was a journey for you of very little sleep, some missed opportunities, some of you fell down, but you got back up, bloody, bruises, and all. There were some easy sections. There were some you looked forward to. There were some you dreaded. You came across some situations or skills that defeated you at first, but you kept trying, and eventually you conquered and you mastered them. You met people along the way that challenged you at first. They held your hand, they pulled you up, and they are now lifetime friends. There were times that you chose to climb instead of sleeping, or eating, or relaxing. There were times you wanted to quit. There were discouraging times. There were times of frustration, times sometimes you chose just to laugh, just to keep from crying. And then there were those times, though, of celebration, a level accomplished, a height achieved, and then that glimpse of the view at the top. In the end, I hope you would say that it was worth it all, and I challenge you to see if there's anything you would actually change about your journey. So you may now open your eyes. Look how far you've come. You're here today. Be proud. You're now at the very top of your mountain. But, don't you hate that word, but your journey has really just begun. Because you see, coming down off the mountain, you're going to be met with some very big challenges. There's going to be forks in the road. There'll be slippery slopes, unexpected encounters, and you're going to have to navigate down with a plan. And it's a plan that carries with you direction, anticipation, compassion, zeal, and my favorite word for nurses, flexibility. And remember, it's not really about getting to the end of a destination, but it's about a journey. Someone once said that it's not waiting for a storm to pass, but it's learning to dance around in the rain. So as you face this very new, exciting, yet challenging time at the top of the mountain as a new nurse, I want to leave with you some very simple and practical things. Consider it your pregame speech, if you will. Take the time to say thank you. Please, may I help you? Be willing to give people the benefit of the doubt. Take the time to listen. Don't just wait to speak, but listen. Don't be the kind of nurse that just sits by, but be the kind of nurse that lives with the motto, in every encounter, make it your goal that the other person is better off for having been in your presence. For you see, you may have the very unique and rare privilege to be the first face a newborn's eyes are laid on. You might be the last face that an elderly person sees as they close their eyes for the final time in death. And you may be the only hand that's held when a person is given some life-changing test results. Set the bar, set it very high, because your coworkers, your clients, your nurses around you will rise and fall to the level that you set. Someone is always watching you, and you will be influential, whether that be good or whether that be bad. Clients will hang on to your words, your suggestions. Speak them wisely, speak them well, speak them with compassion. Be willing to separate your work from your family and your personal life. Take some time to relax, take some time to play. We talked about play in pediatrics, remember? Don't let your job dictate your life. Do something that each day that makes you a happier and better you. Take time to laugh and learn to laugh at yourself. You might actually find yourself quite funny. Never forget what it's like to be a student. Be confident, but be cautious. Don't ever get so comfortable in your knowledge base that your skill and your care become sloppy or compromised. Remain teachable. Realize that you will never know it all, because as nursing practice is going to come change, evidence-based research, technical advances, and we have to be willing to adapt to these changes. Florence Nightingale said this, "For we who nurse, our nursing is something which We are always making progress every year, every month, every week. If not, we are going back. No system shall endure which does not march. Continue your education, continue it formally, and continue it through self-taught instruction. And most importantly, be willing to invest in another person, a new parent, a directionless adolescent, a new coworker, a new nurse, a new client. For the knowledge that you are going to share with them is more than likely going to be shared with another person. This is a very exciting time for you. Enjoy it, breathe, take it all in, and celebrate. And it's been my pleasure to be here with you. At this time in your journey, keep going, but finish it well. Thank you.
And our student speaker from Newport Richey is Dawn Barker. Dawn has been committed, an excellent student in the classroom, lab, and clinical setting, and we're so happy that she shares some thoughts with us today.
Good morning. I would first like to start off by thanking every one of you for taking time out of your busy schedules to be here today and support this amazing class of hardworking students. For we know that without many of you and your support and encouragement, that this would not even be possible for some of us. I have had the privilege of being with this group, getting to know them, studying together, and stressing out with them for over a year, and I could not have asked to be with a better group of people. I am completely honored to be standing here today in front of all of you, and I certainly would never have imagined 18 months ago that I would be doing this. But this is just all part of the awesome change that has occurred in all of us on this amazing journey. Let's face it, we have all changed during this time. We have all had to grow and come out of our shells and step out of our comfort zones in order to achieve and accomplish this awesome goal. I was the shyest person you would have ever met when I first became an LPN many years ago, even shyer than I am now. And I knew that this was something always that I wanted to do and work in the medical field, and I knew that I would have to overcome it. And so for the most part I did, and now here I stand as an RN in front of all of you, truly amazed and blessed by the things that people can accomplish when they put their minds to it. We have all had to overcome obstacles in order to be here today. Florence Nightingale put it into perspective when she said that nursing is an art, and if it is made to be an art, it requires an exclusive devotion, as hard a preparation as any painter's or sculptor's work. As nurses, we are artists. Our patients are our canvases, and our goal is to create something beautiful every day. We have the opportunity to make an impact in someone's life each and every day in ways that we may never even know or imagine. From the moment we first stepped into fundamentals class and learned how to wash our hands, up until the time we were racing at 5 a.m. to clinicals in St. Pete, rushing home to work on our 30-page care plans, writing 8-page papers, and studying for exams that covered cardiac, endocrine, and respiratory systems, we have been practicing and disciplining ourselves to be the kind of caregiver that we would want someone to be to us or to our family members. Whatever has motivated or inspired you to become a nurse, whether it was the appeal of the long, late hours, the hard work, working nights, weekends, holidays, or just your intense love for bodily fluids, remember this: you are unique. There are not many people that can do what we do and fill the shoes that we fill. It takes a special type of person to be able to care about people the way that we do, and to be compassionate, sympathetic, and non-judgmental. There are going to be days when you feel like throwing in the towel and wanting to quit. After working a 12-hour shift, getting yelled at by physicians and family members, getting puked on, spilling urine on yourself, that you're going to ask yourself, what in the world was I thinking? There will be those days. But then there will be days when a patient or family member thanks you for everything that you've done, or for being with their loved one when they passed away, or just simply knowing that you saved someone's life or touched it in some way. That will make up for every bad day that you could possibly ever have. Those are the days that will make this the most rewarding career that anyone could ever ask for. If nothing else, I have learned that laughter is truly the best medicine, and in this career we must have a sense of humor. Nurses certainly have some of the most interesting dinner conversations that anyone could ever imagine. Not to mention that we have possibly become some of the biggest hypochondriacs that people have ever seen. We are experts at self-diagnosing. If we have pain in our legs, we automatically have a DVT, or a headache means we have a brain aneurysm, we're about to have a stroke. Abdominal pain means our appendix is about to rupture, we have diverticulitis. I can't even begin to tell you how many times I've had an ulcer, heart attack, or gone into shock right before an exam. And we have all had antisocial personality disorder for the entire time we've been in this program. There have been so many times when I was completely overwhelmed with work, school, and home life, and in tears, and all it would take was some silly, encouraging words from friends or family to turn those tears into laughter. Sometimes all it would require is for us to just take a step back and see things from a different perspective. Having a sense of humor is the greatest weapon to combat whatever you may face in life and in your careers. So in conclusion, first and foremost, I want to thank and give all the honor to God for always being there and helping me to maintain whatever thread of sanity I had left. For without him, I knew I would have never made it this far. I also want to thank our wonderful Dean, Dr. McCullough, and the rest of our outstanding faculty and staff members who invested so much time and energy into preparing us for this moment. Thank you, Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks, for the thousands of cups of coffee that we invested in during the past couple of years that helped us endure late nights and get us through many sleep-deprived days. And finally, I want to thank all of you for all of the love, support, and encouragement that you have offered through all the blood, sweat, and tears that we have shed through this program. Thank you for all of the hugs and encouraging words that we have been offered through our studies. Thank you for enduring this with us, for we know that we are not the only ones that have had to suffer through this. This could not have been any easier for you than it was for us. We appreciate you standing by us and supporting us through everything and for loving us no matter how things were going. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So my fellow graduates, I cannot tell you how proud of each and every one of you that I am. No matter what your life may bring you, whether it is to continue on with your education or find your dream job, just remember that this is the only beginning. The opportunities and the possibilities are endless, and there is nothing that you can't accomplish now. We finally made it, so don't let anyone ever tell you that you can't do something because you have already shown them that you are unstoppable. So congratulations, fellow graduates, and best of luck in all your future endeavors.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Dr. Mary Kohler, and I'm the Dean of the Land O'Lakes campus. And I am honored and privileged to be part of this ceremony today. It always takes me back to the time when I sat in those seats as a graduate 35 years ago. And I know what it's taken for all of you to get here. Our speaker for today, representing our faculty, is Ms. Lois Benestre, or more lovingly known as Mrs. B. So I'm going to invite her up to speak to you on behalf of the faculty.
Good morning. Greetings, graduates, friends, and family members. I'd like to start by thanking you, friends and family members, for your support of our students. It has not been an easy road, not for you or for them, and I thank you for your sacrifice. During the last few months, lifelong bonds were formed, knowledge was assimilated, and students learned to love the art of nursing and were transformed. I'm sure that you've noticed that the students you love is different now. They walk a little taller, speak with more confidence. They've truly been transformed, but it was not an easy road. Several months ago, as I started thinking about nursing school, I thought, how hard can it be? Well, now they know. It's kind of like when a woman first finds out she's pregnant. She's thinking, how hard can it be? She gets into labor and she thinks, okay, now I know, it's really hard. But at the end, she's changed forever. She's stronger, better, able to accomplish anything that life throws her from that day forward. And so it is with that student that you love. Now that he or she has completed nursing school, there's a new strength, a new confidence that was not there before. From now on, he or she can do anything he or she sets his mind to. That confidence is the culmination of a year or more of intense training and years of nursing knowledge. Florence Nightingale, one of the most inspirational figures in all of history, acknowledged the difficulty of nurses' training. She said, nursing is an art, and if it is to be made an art, it requires an exclusive devotion as a hard preparation as any painter's or sculptor's work. She taught us the importance of evidence-based practice. She was the first to quantify the practice of nursing and to demonstrate the difference that education and scientific inquiry make in saving lives. She taught us the importance of critical thinking. She is quoted as having said, the most important practical lesson that can be given to nurses is to teach them what to observe. She taught us the importance of accountability. She once famously said, I attribute my success to this. I never gave or took any excuse. Another important idea that she passed down to us is lifelong learning. Florence told us, unless we are making progress in our nursing every year, every month, every week, take my word for it, we are going back. She was followed by many other great nurses who were forever changed by nursing and who contribute to the success of every nurse. Clara Barton, founder of the American Red Cross, taught us fearlessness. She said, I may be compelled to face danger, but never fear it. Mary Brewster and Lillian Wall taught us the importance of patient education, patient advocacy, and teamwork, something I am very proud to say that my students have demonstrated consistently